Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the MMS IndyCar World Series. We are here today not at Pocono, not at Auto Club, for reasons I will not get into, other than technical issues. We are at the famous Norisring for the Norisring Sprint. 44 laps ahead of us, a 43 or 42-ish second lap awaits us around the very short circuit with, I believe, only 9 turns. A venue famous for races in Germany, touring car races, DTM, all the jazz. Joining me in the commentary box today is fan favorite, I don't know how to call it, but is my very good mate, Miran FG. Hello, Miran.
Hello, good afternoon to you, Kai. Very, very good to be joining you once again. Yes, IndyCar at the Norisring, 44 laps around this street circuit in Nuremberg. Going to be very, very nice.
Yeah, it's a very peculiar circuit. Two hairpins, a few chicanes. It should be good racing.
Yeah, it definitely should, but no time to waste then. Let's get down to the starting grid, shall we?
Yep, here we go. There is the starting grid for the race, and I'm going to give it all to you.
Yes, so it is Johannes van Leer who takes pole position for Apex Racing ahead of the Norisring Sprint, with Adrian Fraser for Scuderia Moreira starting in P2. P3 is Roberto Moreira, followed by Sofia Ancudinova on the second row. Then it's Turmero and Tungwana, P5, followed by Miki Biasio of good qualifying for the Italian in P6. Matthias Richter for Zenith Works starts P7, followed by Jake Tildesley, who is in P8. Then in P9 is Luke Herholt, and then Movon Doneguena rounds out the top 10, followed by Patrizia Andriana de San Marino, good qualifying for the San Marino driver in P11, followed by Sigalit Friedman, who makes her debut for Filipovski Motorsport. She starts P12, followed by Gerard Geerts in P13. John Keith is 14th with Yaya Tunde in P15, followed by Jafari Blackwood, the man who took pole last time out at I believe the Hockenheimring, starts in P16. Now Chiming P17, followed by Yash Gupta behind in 18th place. Rikke Wernersen is down the way, all in 19th place, so she has a lot to do for the race ahead, with Rob Sekobulva in P20. Stefania Alberti, who returns to IndyCar with Filipovski Motorsport, starts in P21, followed by Gina Haruhiko in P22. Then it is the Brown Racing Enterprises car of Kyle Wilhelm in P23, followed by Pedro Della Lamy in P24. Sofia Romano starts P25, followed by Henry Jumalainen in 26th place. And behind Jumalainen is Tony Michaels in P27. Artemio D'Ambrosio is in 28th, followed by Morton O'Connor. The Australian starts in 29th place, followed by Hussein Chetinkaya in the CMS Scuderia Sicilia car, P30. Juan Pablo Guayando is behind him, P31, followed by Henry J. Brown. The Portuguese man starts in P32, followed by Rio Lennon in 33rd. Thomas Nisbet is P34, followed by Mika Hänninen in P35. Mark Tander is P36, and behind him it's the Kazakhstan racing car of Adi Jabagos. Then it's Frank Aston, and then it's Danny Whaler in P39 as well. Adric Keith is in P40. Ida Weitz starts in 41st place, followed by Shimon Witt in 42nd. Daniel Chen, who scored his first points last time out at the Hockenheimring, starts P43. And the final two cars on the grid will be Maximilian Stuner and John Woda.
Yeah, the top 34 separated by a second. I think that's a record. But yeah, with all that done, thank you for the roundup of the grid. Let's get to the track. Turn this off. Turn this on. And we are ready to start. Here we go. The car's already revving up. 4 red lights in front of us on the screen, and I think like 15 that are gonna lit up. And it's lights on and around, and we're green. And Norisring and Fraser gets a good start side by side of Van Leer instantly. I think it's going to be Van Leer with the better line coming into the moment. It's Fraser into the lead as they break for the first corner side by side. Van Leer takes the lead. Fraser has to worry about anything Guano on his inside. We can see Ancudinova running very, very wide, as that's one of the Zenith Raceworks cars moving up into P4. That's Richard. No accidents below. Shimon Witt drops down to last, as it is Johannes van Leer still in the lead. Fraser that is still second. Pardon this, traditions. As here we go, it's lap 1 nearly over again. Ancudinova now tries to take back a few positions, set it to the inside of Richards. Moreira gets blocked, and then Richard gets back into the position. There is Biasiov now right on the back of Roberto Moreira. The San Marino gaining a few positions, I believe, on the start, but other than that, it's pretty calm. So, with lap 1 done, any comments, Miran?
Yeah, it's a very calm start for all the drivers. Roberto Moreira falling down a few positions as he has a duel with Sofian Kudinova there, but yeah, good start for Johannes van Leer. He's done everything he needs to at the start at the moment. Adrian Fraser, though, into that first corner, definitely was not expecting Turmelo and Tungwana there, so that's sent him a bit behind van Leer in terms of time. So he's lost quite a bit of time. So here's a look at this, 3 wide as Michaels, O'Connor, and Wilhelm all dueling as
Ambrosio into the back of I believe that was Delalami. No, sorry, that was Morton O'Connor. But what happened to Carl Wilhelm? Look at that, he locks up, and that was a hairy moment for him.
Ooh, wow, yeah, almost got put in the wall there. Luckily, he reacted fast enough as the battle is still going on. But yeah, Van Leer's done basically everything he needs to at the start, so he has quite a comfortable lead at the moment. But still, he's going to have to watch out for Adrian Fraser. As look at this! Wow, what a move from... God, who's that again?
Hanninen,
that is...
yeah, that we were on board with.
Yeah, got 3 cars into the... 3 cars almost into the first corner as he's trying to get past Kyle Wilhelm here. And he does so,
yeah.
Very,
now
very
he's
nice.
sort of a side of Antonio D'Ambrosio. Wilhelm struggling with that little chicane bit there. As they go ahead and then to the inside, he's going to get another position by the looks of things. Very good drive for the Finnish driver, as we had a change in the lead that we have missed due to all this battling in the mid-pack. Herjel now holding off Biasiov, but it was Fraser leading for a second, but Van Leer took it all back. So let's see what happened. It was Fraser in the lead shortly there. Yeah, Fraser sends it onto Van Leer, nice move, but makes a mistake, gets a bit too heavy on the turning, and then it's all over. But looks of things, Fraser and Van Leer are going to have another battle for the lead of the race. These two have been battling this whole season pretty much, and that's all the talk in the paddock, really.
Yeah, Adrian Fraser and Johannes van Leer, they've really proven themselves to be the top runners in IndyCar this season. Van Leer's been really on it today, both in qualifying and race, and Fraser just has that raw pace when it comes to his race style. So both of them are very, very good. I think we're going to be treated to a very nice battle, not only this race, but the entire season between the two. So it's going to be very, very nice to see these two going at it, as we already are seeing.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're not the two championship leaders. The championship currently is being dominated by Sofia Kudinova, currently in P5. She is untouchable. P3 in the first race, a win at Estonia, and then a P4 at Hockenheim. This is a very consistent run from her, and I think if this continues, if her form continues, she will be the one to take the title. I don't think there will be much challenge.
Yeah, Kudinova, despite the fact that we mentioned that championship battle, she's having a very, very dominant season. And she's absolutely smashed it in these first 3 races. And yeah, she's currently running in P5. This is going to do wonders for her championship.
Oh, Van Leer's made a mistake. Look at that. Van Leer has made a mistake, and he's battling to get P3 now, P2, sorry, away from Ntungwana. There's a mistake made by the Heineken-sponsored driver. And the Apex car now makes another mistake, and he's down to 5th now, I think, even. What happened to the Dutchman? So he gets dive-bombed by Adrian Fraser, very clean move, but then he makes a mistake, goes too wide, gets a very poor exit, and it's done. It's done for him. And we should look at that, and Kudinova just blasts past the Dutchman.
Yeah, that's bad luck for Van Leer. He was just trying to defend, and he just didn't really do that quite well. And yeah, Fraser got past with a very beautiful move, so I don't think Johannes was expecting that. And then there was Ntungwana on the inside of him there into that corner as well. So
would you look at that? Look at the gap Fraser has. Fraser has absolutely bolted off. I think Van Leer was holding this whole pack up. I don't think he had the pace to continue the lead, and that little mistake has proved that he was just slow and bunching everybody up. You know, when you're in the pack, it's way easier to re-overtake. It's Blackwood, Sekabul, and Wernerson, and nice pack. Then we have Michaels Alberti back in the sport. Then we have Jumalainen, Romano, and Guayando, Ambrosio Hanninen still in the battle. Then we have the two Rovazzi cars. I have to say, a very nice field of cars, a wide variety of liveries as there is Chen and Voda, both of the Kazakhstan racing cars now relegated to lower positions, as Anton Nguena is out of the race, sorry, Nguana, due to a gearbox failure, but there was damage to the car, and there was another car of Gerhard Gertz in the pit lane.
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
think he's probably gone into the back of someone, and that man might be
yeah.
Gerhard Gertz, who he's gone into the back of.
Yeah, we can connect the dots. So by the looks of things, it's a brake failure for Nguena, who just smashes into Gertz. Nothing Garrett could have done here. And Nguena just annihilates the rear of that car, sends both of them off. And it's a heavy contact with the wall here. It's a miracle, really, he did not lose a wheel here. But that is a shameful accident, and, well... Might have even... Oh, wait, sorry. Look at that. They're both going to the inside. Gertz is widening his line. That's weird. But still, it is on Nguena locking up, missing the corner here. Shameful.
Yeah, high-speed accident, just straight into the wall as well.
And I think that broke the car. I think that impact just broke the car. Because he comes into the pit lane and retires from the race. So unlucky for Nguena here. Fraser still leads the race by 2.2 seconds, but there is Richard and Kudinova and... just Richard and Kudinova catching up to Nguena. As Lao Chibing is fancying a move on the San Marino.
Yeah, could not quite get that done there. Here is another group of cars, Keith, Friedman and Gupta, who are dueling for P13 at the moment, as we see on board with Yash Gupta. Seeing the Israeli flag on the Filipovsky Motorsport car, obviously, and behind the Israeli driver as well. So
yeah, it's a first for MMS F1. Zigalic, she's a new driver debuting, and she's the first Israeli driver. So there we go, Yash Gupta, double overtake by the looks of things. Yes, it is. Wow.
Wow, what a beautiful move from Yash Gupta. Friedman was not expecting that, and John Keith certainly wasn't either. So Gupta just really took advantage of that and just sent a beautiful one down the inside.
Yeah, and
but
Friedman...
the battle in this group could not be over, as Friedman's going to try it on the inside of John Keith, trying to block Keith there. Gets the move done, but there is quite a way to Yash Gupta up the road. John Keith still trying to put the pressure on the Israeli rookie driver at the moment, but yeah, that seems to be the move done for Sigalitz.
Yeah, Zentagwana has tuned his pace up a bit. He's closed up to Fraser by 1 second, so Fraser might be starting to conserve the tyres. Obviously, no pit stops anymore in IndyCar, so you really have to take care of your tyres, of everything in this race. As we go, Van Der has picked up his pace. He re-overtakes Richard for P3. As Ankudinova still in P5, but I think even if she doesn't finish on the podium, she's still gonna maintain her lead by quite a margin.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially considering that the people in a joint second place, Blackwood and Van Leer, currently are... Or Van Leer is actually ahead of Ankudinova, but it doesn't matter because she's leading the championship by 31 points. So she has no big championship threat for the time being. So
as the San Marino is now being slowly swallowed by the two Bulls United racing cars. Here we go. That's another move. Herhold gives a bit of a friendly touring car bump side by side of the car. But by the looks of things, is going to be his position to take, as Herhold has already, Chiming has already gone through. But no, the San Marino defense, never mind, still side by side, and yeah, she's forced into a large mistake, brushes the wall there, as Tunde goes into the wall due to a lockup, and Yash Gupta catches up immediately, and the Indian driver is going to waste no time trying to get that position for himself.
Yeah, a lot of things going on there. Tunde with that mistake as he was trying to follow the cars ahead. This is obviously, as you said, it's going to prompt Yash Gupta to try and make a move on Yaya Tunde ahead, but at the moment he's just biding his time. But I think he's going to have a very nice shot at trying into the first corner then, as he gets in the slipstream of Yash Gupta now on the inside into the first corner. And as they head into the braking zone and out of the corner, Yash Gupta is ahead. Beautiful move.
That was the easiest maneuver I think we've seen pulled off this race. That took little effort. He just pulled out of the slipstream, made the move, and didn't have to worry about blocking him or anything. He just got the perfect run, and that's that.
Yeah, Gupta has been making some very nice moves this race.
Yes, Chi Ming has gotten past Richard. So the Bulls United cars really turning up the tempo here. As Van Leer is in a world of his own. Nintengwana close to Fraser, but not close enough.
Yeah, Adrian's gonna have to watch out for Ntungwana behind. We'll see if the Botswanian driver can pose any threat. As here is Matthias Richard, who's trying to defend from Lau Chi Ming there.
Oh, Chi Ming into the wall.
Yeah, that is the Hong Kong driver into the wall. That's going to cost him a lot as Herholt gets past. Now as he's defending from Jake Tildesley, as Tildesley's going to go around the outside into this corner. Tildesley gets ahead. Moreira gets ahead as well. And that is Lau Chi Ming with that mistake, who could be down possibly 3 positions. He gets past Roberto Moreira once again, as Moreira, who's now trying to follow Lau Chi Ming. Behind is Patrizia Adriana di San Marino, as she could throw her hat into the ring down the inside.
Double overtake.
Roberto Moreira, and could get Lau Chi Ming here as well. Bit sloppy on the exit there. She's gonna be side by side with Lau Chi Ming here, as Ming's got the inside line. I think that's the line with the more traction. But it's going to switch to the outside as Di San Marino's got the inside. There is Roberto Moreira, I think that was.
Yes, it was.
Just darted up the middle between the two. That was beautiful by Roberto Moreira. And it gets past as
Biasio. A lot of contact here.
Gupta. Yeah, it's just... it's a bit of bumper cars here, but Yash Gupta getting past Miki Biasiov in all of that. As Gupta now putting the pressure on Di San Marino, but Biasiov could try and get past Yash Gupta once again into the first corner. There in the background is that Friedman, who makes a double overtake, I think that is. Yes, what a nice move from Sigalit Friedman. It's 2 cars into the first corner. That's Keith and Tunde both taken care of by the Israeli driver.
Yeah, but look at Biasiov, he's not giving up. He's trying to go onto Gupta, and it doesn't work, and he loses 3 positions, maybe even 4 now. This is insane. This is why people love Norisring. Look at that now, Blackwood trying to come back in this race. Might be even a double overtake if he goes onto Tunde. He follows Keith through, gets a very hard lock on. It's not going to be a move here, but yeah, he's going to even lose Biasiov, but it's still a beautiful track for battles, and you really have to admire this whole racing we're getting here, but it's now a battle for the lead that we're going to have to focus on, because this is crucial for the race.
This circuit just delivers always, and there's so little room for error, so the smallest little error is going to cost you a lot. And yeah, you just have to be...
He's going to go for it, he's going to go for it. They bang wheels, front wing into the rear wheel, but it didn't work, and Ntungwana loses time to Fraser. And look at Van Leer, he's got up to the both of them, and Van Leer is back into the battle for the lead. And also, Miran, do you remember Falkenberg?
Yes.
Can you see what's in front of Fraser? I think we're going to have familiarity. Says Van Leer. Van Leer moved Ntungwana. Van Leer has moved Ntungwana away, and that's him with a questionable move up into P2.
Yeah, that's going to be controversial for sure, as Johannes Van Leer is up into 2nd place. Now he's trying to regain that lead from Adrian Fraser, wasting no time. But yeah, Turmelo is not going to be happy about that, I can tell, as he's now got Sofia Kudnova to deal with behind.
Yeah, that's a very controversial thing. Obviously, it's you know, Robin's racing, right? But in circumstances when this is for the podium, the circumstances change, and you know, it's not so kindly looked at sometimes by the stewards when you're outside of the points. I suppose as loud as there's Kudinova again. And Ntungwana's really being touched by everyone here. I don't think he's going to enjoy that. As we can see Tunde and Blackwood battling for a measly P13. As there is Alberti.
Yeah, there's Alberti on the inside of Ricky Vannersen. Gets that done. Vannersen, though, as Sekobulwa tried it there, Vannersen through the middle there. Gets Alberti, who couldn't quite succeed with that move. Stefani Alberti now having to defend from Rob Sekobulwa there behind. But
it was a clumsy mistake from Alberti. It could have been a decent move, but you know, overshot it. But there she is trying to go on the outside of Wernersen. Wernersen with a very weird defensive line. I don't know why she did that. As the 2 female drivers battling now very close together. Alberti is not gonna leave Wernersen an inch, and vice versa here. Here we go. It's going to be a move from Alberti. No, Wernersen defends the inside. Alberti goes to the outside. Maybe even a switchback move from the Italian driver. No. Not enough pace as the Humalainen is attacking Sekubulwa here. But it's a very interesting battle. Wernersen really aggressive on the defense.
Yeah, good defense from Ricky Van Ersen, but I don't know why Alberti chose the outside line. He moves into turn 1, don't really work on the outside, as here
There we
is
go.
a lead change, as that is Van Leer on the inside of Adrian Fraser. Very similar to the move Fraser made on Van Leer, but yeah, that is Johannes Van Leer retaking the lead of the race, but it might go back to Adrian Fraser, sorry, as he's all over the back of that Apex Racing rear wing, so Fraser could get this.
Yeah, Fraser is probably doing a strategy that Van Leer did at the start of the race. You know, he got into the lead, he did all he could, now he's going to save the tyres, follow Van Leer, and wait for the right moment. Wait, Van Leer is going to the inside, defending aggressively, but I think this might be negative for Van Leer. He's only slowing himself down. There's a gaggle of cars in front of him. It's not looking good for Van Leer either way.
Oh, goodness me, you're right, it is Falkenberg all over again. Short track always means that you're going to have more traffic.
What is Van Leer doing? He's just going to the outside. I mean, sorry, to the inside, and this is why you don't do that. This is why you don't do that. Van Leer tried to defend, locked up, couldn't get it turned in correctly, and now he loses P1, and now he has to worry about Ntungwana taking. That's a screen freeze. Taking, yeah, there we go. He loses P3. He might lose P4. He might lose hope completely in this race. This is why you don't do those defensive maneuvers all so often. As there is Ankudinova to the inside. A double overtake from her. Pushes Van Leer very deeply into the corner, and that's a moved on.
Yeah, Matthias Rich is going to get past, but that is not how you defend, Johannes. It was such a risky thing with the defense, and it was bound to just completely blow over at one point. And now, yeah, as a result, Van Leer down to P4 as Matthias Richard on the inside, and yeah, that's Van Leer down to still in P4 as Richard could not complete the move. But yeah, that's him down to P4, and now Adrian Fraser is leading by 1.4 seconds from Turmero and Tonwana, but Adrian Fraser is encountering traffic.
Yeah, Adrian Fraser will encounter that traffic soon, but yeah, there he is. There he is right behind John Voda now in that Kazakhstan racing car on the Swift chassis. But, you know, even if he does get stuck behind those cars, he still might be in a shot to win the race as we're past halfway done, as we're halfway done with the race.
Yeah, short track means that there's always going to be more traffic, just as we saw in Falkenberg. I think we're going to see that here again, maybe. Hopefully not.
I mean, it's going to happen, but it's not going to be as severe as Falkenberg. Those cars are very close, that more evenly matched than F1 cars, so you're not going to see that, you know, mess that Falkenberg was. Also, IndyCar doesn't have pit stops anymore due to tire advancements and fuel tank extensions, so, you know, it's going to be less chaotic, but still, they're having good racing. There's Vyasyov hitting the wall. There's Alberti and Sekubul when we have Wernersen, Humalainen, Michaels, Lennon, Romano, Hannon, and followed by a large pack of cars here who are outside of the points, but, you know, positions still matter in the long run. There's Chetinkaya, Nisbet, Weitz, Weyler, Keith, Bargus, Sturner, Chen, Voda, and Gertz, who is lapped.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult slicing through the cars, but we'll see how Fraser can do it. That gap is about 2 seconds at the moment, so he is really just pulling away from everyone at the moment.
There is Ankudinova. She pressured Van Leer into a mistake, and that's Van Leer down to P4.
Yeah, wow, that looks so easy for Ankudinova.
Yeah, that Haubitsa racing car is just something else this season. It's shocking to me, as there is Richard defending very aggressively from Herhold, manages to get it slowed down, not to hit Van Leer, but Van Leer is now under pressure by the Zenithworks racing cars. There we go. There is the traffic that you spoke of. Fraser already lapped John Voda, so despite the lost time, now he's in clean air. Quite the gap to Daniel Chen, as now Ntungwana is going to try and get past John Voda. Not the easiest of task, the 47 or 46-year-old driver, mind you. He knows his things.
Yeah, and Ntungwana is doing he's doing quite well, considering the fact that yeah, there are obviously more younger drivers on the field. So He still got it, I guess. As he actually, I think, had a bit of a look on the outside of Adrian Fraser there. But yeah, he could not make that move just yet. He's gonna have to hope that Fraser gets stuck behind Daniel Chen up ahead, so that he can make the move on Fraser for the lead.
Yes, there we go, that's Hairhold onto Van Leer. Van Leer has so many positions, and he's going to probably lose another one. No, never mind, he doesn't lose that one, but... oh, it's not looking good for Johannes anymore, is it?
It is not at all. This race has just completely fallen. The race win has just completely fallen out of his hands. And yeah, it is a big shame, but eventually just comes down to his... mistakes that he made in races. We see on board with Blackwood, there's Gupta on Friedman. Can't quite complete the move though, as Blackwood's looking for a way past the Indian driver. There he goes on the inside into the chicane. He's got the outside line now on Yash Gupta, but I think he's gone too wide and brushes the wall. That allows Yaya Tunda to get past as well.
Yeah, so here we go, that's Van Leer, who's actually caught back up to Ankurinova. Ankurinova is snug behind John Voda here. And look at Van Leer, look at the overspeed he has. He's just going to go for the outside line, which is not good. Voda... what? Voda defends.
Come on, John.
John the legend. As Ntungwana and Fraser very close for the battle here. The McLaren IndyCar team car versus... the Scuderia Moreira IndyCar team. Here we go, Ntungwana to the inside. This is the lead changer. Oh, I think he might have overshot the corner, but no. He gets the lead.
That is a swift move from Turmedo Ntungwana into the lead. Goes the driver from Botswana.
As Van Leer has passed Ankurinova for P3. But he's going to be stuck behind John Voda again. And this is going to prompt Ankurinova to a move. Potentially there's a yellow flag. And that's a lot of damage.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh, dear, and that's a destroyed car. That's a destroyed car, and that's Adrian Fraser joining the blockade. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, my lord.
Oh, wow.
What on earth happened here?
Oh, wow, that is a very, very nasty accident.
Oh, what is Romano doing? Oh, dear lord. Oh, that is a big one.
But there must have been no brakes on that thing. What was she thinking?
I don't think she was thinking. I think that's the issue.
Goodness me, that is multiple cars wiped out, and that's a very big accident for Hanninen as well, who's got completely rear-ended by Sofia Romano, and then Tony Michaels, who just couldn't do anything in the slightest.
Yeah, Michaels just gets collected, but this is going to impact the race heavily because now the cars are stuck behind those guys. Look. Haruhiko first gets stuck, then Henry J. Brown gets stuck. Now Fraser, the race leader, is stuck behind that.
Oh, that is gonna impact that Adrian.
Okay, Adrian is moving. But there, oh, Michael's got pushed out.
It's chaos down at the hairpin.
Okay, I think this is gonna resolve itself. Just give the AI. Yeah, there we go. It's done. Okay, it's resolved itself. The new race leader though, Ntungwana, as is Friedman now gaining all those positions. Zigalici is now in P10. But we instantly have a penalty as Gupta is on the back of Fraser for P5. So everything has turned around. But there is a confirmation Romano has received a disqualification from the event for severe avoidable contact. And it might be even more to come as there are still yellow flags as we wait. For the cars to get cleaned up. There we go, it's clean road. Moreira now in P3 out of nowhere. Then we have Van Leer in P2 and Ntungwana seemingly given the race win.
Yeah, and Ntungwana just completely runs away with the race lead. And Van Leer, who's now been promoted to P2 as Adrian Fraser's fallen back. And then Roberto Moreira, who in all of this has gotten himself into P3. So very nice stuff from Roberto Moreira. And then Matthias Richard. And then unlucky Adrian Fraser down to P5 as Yash Gupta. Probably one of the biggest gainers of this. And same goes for Sigarit Friedman in P10. Either way, it's a very big shame for what happened as Yash Gupta looking for a way past Adrian Fraser. Can he try to switch back on the British driver? He does on the inside of Adrian Fraser as Fraser makes a mistake on the exit of the corner. And I think he is ahead. What a move for Yash Gupta. That was incredible.
Yeah, if we look at the team radio, Fraser not happy.
Yeah, Fraser, considering how hot-headed he is, he would especially be very, very mad.
Look at Moreira, that's a very, very nice move onto Richards. He takes back what he lost. Fraser is now back into this pack, and oh dear, we're going to have a very interesting end of this race. As we're on to lap 32 out of 44. There is Nguana in the lead, but there is Van Leer closing that gap. And then you have to mind all these cars stuck behind Voda. Once they get past him, it's going to be an absolute anarchy. As there we go, that's a mistake from Gupta. Richards will go to the inside here. They're going to go side by side. And it is Richards' position. I think it's going to be Gupta, and as well Fraser might go through. Yeah, Fraser does go through, and Fraser goes through Gupta as well. Through the middle, just like Roberto Moreira did at the start of the race.
Yeah, Fraser taking the opportunity there and going past. Very nice stuff from Adrian Fraser. As that is him up the P4.
What is Henry J. Brown doing?
Van Leer and Tungwana, the battle for the race leads going on.
Oh yeah, there we go. And also Roberto Moreira, you can't forget him.
Yeah, he could throw himself into the mix here, as Moreira with the overspeed on Johannes Van Leer could try it on the inside of the Dutchman for P2 as Van Leer goes wide, and that's going to allow Moreira to slip past. And even worse for Van Leer, I think John Woda was having a look on him, but yeah, that is Moreira up at the P2 pressuring Van Leer into a mistake, very expertly done by the Portuguese driver.
Yeah,
but that is still Tungwana who leads by 0.6 of a second from Roberto Moreira.
Yes, here we go. Fraser really hot-headed here. He's losing his cool that he's kept up for such a long time. He's defending aggressively. Look at Henry J. Brown. He's lapped. He's pushing himself around here. And Kurinova having a very hard time to get through him. And then we have this whole pack of cars. This is all for position, guys. This is all for position. This is oval racing, pretty much.
If the word sensory overstimulation would be conceived into one video, it would be this. As look at that, Luke Herold, goodness me.
I don't even know how many cars that was, but that was way too many. Not that I'm complaining, but that was way too many for a man to overtake in a single corner. As now he pushes Blackwood into a mistake. That's Keith. Tunde, what is going on in this pack? This is insane.
This is IndyCar racing on steroids, ladies and gentlemen, as Andrea Di San Marino now on Lao Chi Ming. Chi Ming is going to lose 2 positions here that Friedman tries to get past, but Friedman can't quite do it. Now the other car of Luke Herold, Chi Ming's teammate, is going to try it on Friedman. Can't quite get the overspeed on him though.
Look at Gupta.
Look at this. Look at Gupta on the inside of Luke Herold. He just has incredible speed to the first corner. They bang wheels. But can Yash Gupta get past, as he's going to be side by side with the South African, obviously the brother of the Formula 1 world champion, Harry, as he's going to go on the outside line. He's going to have the inside line into this corner. Now Herold is going to go wide, and he gets the move done. Very good stuff from Yash Gupta. He's doing incredibly this race.
Yes, look at the gap for the lead. Look at the gap for the lead. And Tungwana bolted away without any traffic from Van Leer. Moreira is now right on the back of the Dutchman, as we have 9 laps to go in this race. And Moreira is putting the pressure onto the ex-Formula 1 driver, as there's Voda pushing Richard quite deeply. This is obviously good for Fraser, who wants to catch back up to the lead pack. As there we go, Richard gets past Voda, and Fraser's going to be stuck behind the Polish driver for a bit now. Then we have Tilsey, then we have this time Marino, Friedman, and Kurinova, Chimane, Gupta, Keith, Alberti, Tunde. This whole pack is in a constant state of battle. That's a very long train, jeez.
This race went from advantage Fraser to advantage Van Leer, and then advantage Tungwana, because Fraser, who was looking to be set to take the race victory after he made the move on Van Leer, and Van Leer just fell back on multiple occasions.
Oh, there was a mistake from Tungwana. Sorry to cut into your commentary, but he made a mistake. He brushed the wall on the exit of turn 1, and this is instantly advantageous towards Van Leer and Moreira, as they both are catching up to the race leader. Oh my days, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight.
It is going to be incredibly tight, ladies and gentlemen, as the battle for lead is not over. Van Leer,
oh my god,
I think it makes contact with Tungwana, and he gets past for the lead. That is going to be super controversial for sure, as Tungwana's also that to Moreira as well. They made contact, which forced Tungwana wide.
Oh, I don't know how to take this in. I don't know how to take this in. Oh, this is going to cause a lot of controversy. So let's see. Was there contact? I don't think... Was there contact? I didn't...
There wasn't.
There wasn't. He just went wide. He got pressured into that mistake. This is Ntunguana's doing. This isn't the case of the hitbox being larger. This is a genuine mistake from Tumelo and Ntunguana that promotes Moreira into P2 and Van Leer into the lead once more. Oh dear, with how many laps? 5 laps to go. Sorry, what? No, 5. Yeah.
What an incredible
7 laps to go.
Incredible opportunity it would be for Johannes Van Leer. The statistics may just show that it's a win from pole, but he's fallen down on so many occasions and risen back up. It'll be absolutely spectacular for him, I think.
Yeah, especially since he's only finished on the podium on P3, and that was when he was very high. But Van Leer makes the same mistake as Ntunguana. I think his tyres have gone off. It's Roberto Moreira for his father's team into the lead in the Norisring sprint, as we enter lap 39 out of 33. Anything can happen. Van Leer is furious with himself, I'm sure. He's going to try and get back up the inside of Ntunguana. He's going to try and get back up the inside of Moreira. He's going to try and get back up into the lead now, but it's going to be very hard. Fraser has gotten past Richard. He is going to be trying... He's bolting. I am sure Fraser is pushing that throttle as hard as he can to get and catch up to the lead pack, as he's doing so already, to try and get not only Van Leer, not only Ntunguana, but maybe even Moreira, and try and get that win, because this is Adrian Fraser we're talking about. He does not back down, as there we go. There is the lead pack. Oh, any predictions, Miran, or do we refrain from speaking?
Oh, goodness me, last time I predicted something, it did not go well. But goodness me, this is an absolutely great battle we're seeing between the top 3. Moreira with that beautiful move. Vai Roberto! That is just incredible. And yeah, we could see anyone get involved in this. Moreira and Ntunguana and Van Leer only separated by 0.6 of a second. And Adrian Fraser with 4 laps remaining. He could still be in contention for the race win today. And then we have Matthias Richard, who's trailing Fraser behind there as well. We could maybe see a 5-way battle for the lead, and already we're seeing a 3-way one.
Oh, there is Van Leer. There is Van Leer to the inside, overshoots the corner, and Ntunguana doesn't get the run though. That's Van Leer up into P2, but look at Moreira. Moreira runs away.
Yeah, Van Leer just completely blocked Ntunguana on the corner exit there. That lost both of them so much time to Moreira.
Oh, Ntunguana's not going to back down here. Is he going to go to the inside here? No. But the line he took was aggressive, and look at this. Instant catching up. Instant. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over until it's over. As you said, Adrian Fraser is not the type of man to back down, and he's now on the back of Tumelo Ntunguana for P3. He can still get a podium, Adrian. As he does so, goes to the inside of Ntunguana. Very beautiful move from Adrian Fraser. That's him up at the P3, and now he sets
don't tell me he's going to be a Moreira 1 and 2. No way, this is impossible.
It could be, as Adrian Fraser puts Johannes Van Leer in his sights, it could be a Scuderia Moreira 1-2.
Oh my god, 3 to go is going to be insane, isn't it? This is pretty much the summary of this whole race.
It could... we don't know how the podium is going to look like. As here's another battle. As Rio Lennon defended from Ricky Vandersen, and Seko Bull was trying to get past Yaya Tunde as well for P16.
I genuinely don't know what to focus on anymore. The field is so tight. It's so hard to manage the cameras. So there we go, Van Leer brake checks Fraser on the exit. Might have just made a mistake, but you know. And Fraser braces and Ntunguana, they're on the main straight now. Into turn 1, 2 laps to go. This is absolutely beautiful. As there we go, Fraser on the braking, doesn't make a move, not close enough, but he's putting the pressure on Van Leer, and that is the only thing that matters currently. It's just getting within that margin, staying in the gap, and putting the pressure on the car in front.
Yeah, Daniel. I keep saying Daniel. Adrian Fraser is doing. He's doing it really well, and he just really has the pace at the moment. I think I could get past Van Leer. Van Leer, who is trying to put the pressure on Roberto Moreira.
He's going to be side by side.
Yeah, that is going to allow Fraser to maybe prompt a move, as he has the inside line there. They're side by side as they head down the start-finish line now. Van Leer with the better speed into the first corner, but it still could be advantage Fraser. as he's gonna try and have a look at the Dutchman, trying to pressure him into the mistake. But
Moreira got the poor exit. Moreira got the poor
makes a
exit.
mistake. Moreira makes a mistake. That could allow Van Leer to crucially make a move, but he doesn't. Roberto defends, as look how close the top three is. Absolutely incredible. But the three of them are now nearing Daniel Chen, as we're on the final lap of the race now. Lap 44.
Look at Fraser, he's gonna go for it. Fraser goes for it. It's free wide. It's free wide. A lot of Robin, but it's gonna be Van Leer. Van Leer is gonna take the lead.
Goodness me, I can't believe it. 3 wide for the lead. It's Johannes Van Leer. It is going to be Johannes Van Leer who finally picks up a win in IndyCar, as he will win the Norisring Sprint. It's not over until it's over, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely incredible.
Look at this from the perspective of Ntungwana. Fraser out of nowhere. Van Leer delayed his move so much. I think there was contact between him and Moreira. But look at Ntungwana. He tried to get a good exit, but he got stuck behind Fraser. And then Moreira by what?
It was a drag race to the line.
It was. Look at that non-existent gap. Look at this is like the front wing. This is the nose for P3.
Goodness me, I believe that is probably the closest finish we've ever had.
My God, what a race. And there's still battles going on the circuit. We haven't covered so many of the battles that we've seen today because of everything. Oh my days, I think this takes this is why IndyCar is a series in MMS.
That was... what a finish! I've never seen anything like that. That was absolutely incredible. 3 wide on the final lap. In the final corner as well. That was amazing.
Oh my days. As here we go, fastest lap goes to Tomello and Ntungwana. So there is a bit of consolation, I suppose, from him. There is also a race winner. Finally, for the first time in IndyCar. Took him 4 races, but he manages to do it. Formula 1 race winner, finally, for an IndyCar race winner, Johannes Van Leer, your race winner, into one of the fastest lap. Any post-race comments?
Just, that was incredible. But I have to give it to Johannes Van Leer. That is not win from pole. That is just, at some points, the win looked completely gone for him, just completely out of the cards. But he never gave up. He just push to the end, and the move in the final corner, that was absolutely amazing, and that allowed him to take the race win on the final corner. Just such an incredible... I mean, everyone did so well, and I mean, everyone was just so equal. I couldn't really give it to anyone. If we had to give driver of the day, I can't really give it to anyone. But Van Leer, just bravo.
You know what? I'm gonna go for Rio Lennon. Started 33rd, finished 18th. I think that's fair. But yeah, I have to agree with you that the whole top pack today was so close. You can't really pinpoint a single driver.
No, it's just been... we've seen so much action. It's absolutely incredible. And yeah, you know, we've had battles up and down the field. We've had standout performers basically everywhere. The top 3 was inseparable this entire race. And, you know, it was great. It was such an enjoyable experience. And, yeah, I think this really proves... Yes?
I think you're going to enjoy the finish. And Kudinova finished 8th. And that is just 24 points to her name. Van Leer has 40. If we do the calculations, that's 16 points gained today. This makes the championship only 15 points between the two.
Oh, that is spicy. But yeah, I think this race, this is the epitome of IndyCar. Because we just had everything. And it really goes to show how incredibly close a racing series like this can be.
That is true. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. The next race will be the Valvoline Grand Prix of Portland on the Vanport circuit. Should be a good one, an American circuit. I've driven on myself personally in Earth Factor 2, so not the best of experiences. But yeah, it's a fun track. Should be good for racing, and it should be a very good race for the championship. We should be safe on the roads. Any closing words, Miran?
Oh, it's been an absolutely incredible race, and yeah, let's hope that Portland is as good as this as well.
Yep. So be sure to be safe around, lads, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.